translation in Italian and in English. For those in the room, please open the Interpreting Milano Cortina 26 app, select the press conference, choose the language from the drop-down menu, and remember to use headphones. Please put your phones in silent mode and remain seated until the end of the press conference. If you have a question, please raise your hand, wait for a microphone, and once you have the microphone, please introduce yourselves with your name and affiliation before asking your question. If anyone following remotely has a question, please type it into the chat box next to the video player or media zone, and an OIS reporter will ask it on your behalf at the end of the press conference. With all that said, it's our pleasure to welcome the silver medalists, Team Canada, Captain Marie-Philippe Poulin, and Coach Troy Ryan. Questions, please?
Yes, hi. Catherine Lévesque, National Post. Just wanted to get your reaction to the game. First of all, Marie-Philippe Poulin, and ask you, are these your last Olympics today?
I'm just going to start talking about the game, obviously. I'm very proud of this group. I feel there was a lot of talk in the last year about this group and if we were going to manage to be in the gold medal game, and we showed up from the start. We wanted to play in their face and relentless hockey, and that's what we did. We knew it was going to be a battle from both teams. Obviously, overtime, Canada, US in the gold medal game. I don't think it's a surprise here. That's why it's the best rivalry in the sport. And obviously, we came up short. But I'm truly, truly proud of this group.
Just to my other question, you know, obviously it was your last rivalry with Hilary Knight. I think it's her last Olympics, but is that also the case for you today?
I am not sure yet.
Marie, we saw you take the time to give each of your teammates a hug waiting down the line for your medals. How do you embody the idea of leadership even in moments like this when you're so used to being the one that does score the golden goal and get the gold?
Yeah, I mean, those are the teammates, the friends that you lean on through good and hard moments. And this group, it's been a 4-year process when we went through ups and downs, and we're a close group. And obviously, to me, just letting them know that that does not define them, that I'm proud of them, that they showed up. Sadly, we lost in overtime, but again, they can keep their head high because it's truly an honor to be along their side.
Bruce Arthur, Toronto Star. Marie-Philippe, can you tell us, I don't know if you're going to, but can you tell us what you were going through physically after the hit in the Czech game? Renata said specifically that you didn't let your teammates at all know what you were going through physically in terms of pain or discomfort or anything like that. Where does that choice come from, I guess, on this team?
I mean, I didn't want to be a distraction, obviously. It did suck getting injured, but it's part of it, and it's no excuse. I was lucky enough to be surrounded with such amazing physio doctor that made sure I was able to get back in the quarterfinal. And obviously, it doesn't feel amazing, but that's part of it, and that's why you have teammates in a team sport.
Can you tell us what the injury was?
I mean, I mentioned it just on my knee, and we'll see when I get back home.
Troy at the back here. Grant Robertson, Globe and Mail. Very different game tonight, very different outcome compared to recent ones. Can you break down what you did game plan-wise, or what the big difference was tonight in the team we saw versus, you know, maybe the preliminary round?
A little bit of game plan stuff, but you know, all the credit goes to the athletes. Obviously, their ability to get above players and frustrate and force turnovers. I just think the commitment level from this group, it was where it needed to be. I thought the group should be definitely very proud of the effort they put forth. I think their play and their mentality, even more important than their play, put them in a position to potentially win that game. Obviously, as Pooh said, we're disappointed as a group that we weren't able to finish it and ultimately win a gold medal. But I think every athlete in that room deserves a ton of credit and should be very proud of themselves for the effort they put forth. So, like any team, I think they stick to a little bit of a game plan, but ultimately those players got to perform under immense pressure, and I thought they did an excellent job.
Any more questions?
Haley Salvian from The Athletic. Marie, this one's for you. Just wanted to ask about Kristen O'Neill and just the way she was able to step up for this team in the second period today.
Yeah, obviously Kristen, not only this game, the whole tournament. She's been doing amazing, and she's a relentless hard worker. Where all the details, she does it so well. And obviously, for her to score that goal, we're not even surprised. It was a matter of time, and obviously it was a great pass play by Laura Stacey getting it to Kristen, and that was a big play for us. And Kristen has been doing that the whole tournament. So I'm very, very proud of her, and it couldn't be happening to a better person. Remember a couple of years ago, Troy kind of mentioned to us, good things happen to good people, and honestly, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Last one from me is just a thought on Anne-Renee Desbiens and the way she stepped up in this game.
Unbelievable. Obviously, she's made some quite amazing save throughout the game to keep us in. She's been our brick wall back there. For her, with Ambrance, with Ozzy, that trio there, it's been amazing for us. And obviously, Anne for us showed up, and sadly, we kind of came out short for her.
Bonjour, Guillaume Lefrançois de la Presse. Marie-Philippe, je voulais simplement savoir, il y a eu...
English or Italian if you can, because we only have the translation in English or Italian.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so I'll ask Troy then. Troy, there was a lot of outside noise, obviously, given the past results between Canada and the U.S. I was just wondering to what extent that outside noise made it to the locker room, what you did with it, and how you felt the group dealt with that.
Yeah. That's just the world we live in. There's outside noise with everything now. I think the benefit in having the experienced group that we had, they know how to put things in perspective. We can't get caught up in what other people say about us. We can only, focus on the commitment to play the right way. And, for those that doubt and question this group, I hope once again they've shown why they deserve a lot of the credit that they've earned over many, many years of playing together. Yeah, we don't get too caught up in the outside noise. It just comes with the territory, but definitely proud of the group.
Chris Jones from the CBC. Philippe, 3-on-3. You're waiting for that face-off to start overtime. Laura's on the ice beside you. How does that feel? What is going through your body and your mind in that moment?
Well, obviously, she trained for those moments, honestly. Sadly, they tied it up, and honestly, coming into the dressing room after, the belief in that room was right there. We're excited to get back on. That overtime could have went either way. We had some chances there. Sadly, we were not able to put that in. But again, when you're in those moments, you train for those moments. You do these extra reps in the gym, on the ice. You live for those moments. So I was excited. It would have been a hell of a story, but that's part of it.
Rob Longley from the Toronto Sun and Post Media. Question for you, Troy. Your players shared their emotions. They were pretty raw as they came and spoke with us afterwards. As you were living through the immediate aftermath in real time, what were your emotions?
Yeah, I have different emotions. Like you it's the same sometimes when you win. You just kind of have a lot of reflection. I think the first thing that kind of came to my mind is watching them kind of console each other is just how close and how tight-knit this group is. And, I think we throw around words a lot in sport, like trust and love and care, and I think they're overused a lot of times, and I think this group truly does care and love and trust each other. So you can just see that. You can see they're not just upset or disappointed for themselves. They're feeling for each other in those moments, and it's hard, not to think about, some athletes that could be in their last Olympics, or this could be the end of careers. It's hard not to think about the athletes that this was their first experience, and what will they take from this experience to make them better players moving forward. So there's usually a lot of emotions, and probably the biggest one's just appreciation. I just said to Pooh as we were walking down the tunnel, this group has changed the trajectory of my career, largely because of someone like Pooh's leadership. And the group cares and means so much to each other, so there's just a lot of reflection in moments like that.
Donna Spencer, Canadian Press. Troy, maybe you can tackle this one. The PWHL has been a great thing for women's hockey, but it really did alter this team's preparation, very different preparation. Was there anything you feel that you lost without centralization and playing those regular games against, junior A men's teams?
Yeah. This is just the new normal, and I think it's the PWHL is definitely what's best for women's hockey. So to dive in the coulda, shoulda, and wouldas, I just don't think there's a benefit. I think what you saw, largely because of the impact of the PWHL, you saw a lot closer games. You see international teams that have PWHL players in it showcase better than they previously did. I just think overall the PWHL is great for women's hockey, the investment they've made in women's hockey. And I think to comment on any potential negatives for Hockey Canada or Team Canada would be a bit of a disservice. I think what's most important is for us to dive into what we liked about the process that we used in this new kind of women's hockey landscape, and be critical about ourselves and make sure we're making the right adjustments. So in 2020, 2030. They're getting the best product they possibly can.
Jean-Nicolas Blanchet, Journal de Québec. Question pour Marie-Philippe Poulin. Yes, there was outside noise, maybe difficult outside noise, but there was positive noise with when you left and all the country was behind you, was following and was cheering for you to come back. So is it more difficult that when you saw all the countries like that to want you back and to est-ce que c'est beaucoup de pression pour toi encore plus? C'est more difficult after that?
You do feel it, and I truly appreciate that. Honestly, as a competitor as I am, I wanted to get back. No matter who's cheering for me on, I want to get back on that ice, and I was very fortunate to be surrounded by such a great team for me to get back on, and I was happy to get back in the quarterfinal and go from there. Thank you.
Just a mic in the middle, please.
Alex Champagne, La Presse Canadienne, Canadian Press. For Troy, just what were your thoughts on the hit on Aaron Ambrose? Do you think it deserved more of a major? Did that change? What's the final decision? How did that affect the game, maybe?
I think it's one of those ones that it's were similar hits in this event, and I think they ended up in the same result. I mean, obviously, you don't like seeing one of your players go down like that. I haven't had the opportunity to watch it on slow motion, on video, or anything like that, but you know, those are tough calls to make, and obviously they got the luxury of having that video review right after, so you got to trust they made the right call.
Bruce Arthur again, Toronto Star for Marie-Philippe. How much was the knee affecting you or bothering you? What how did it limit you? And I have another one after that. I'll just let you.
I mean, I was taped pretty good, so it really helped to just manage that. Obviously, when you're in the flow of the game, you kind of forget about it. So yeah, I'm not going to make that an excuse. It was part of it, and I needed to deal with it.
One thing about your teammates is they speak about you with reverence, with awe, with so much affection and emotion. Obviously, this is a very difficult result for you. Can you just express what this team means for you?
Yeah, I'm going to get emotional to talk about them. They're the best part of it. And that's why you get to the ring. They're the reason why you keep going for so long. They're the reason why you wear that jersey with so much pride. I'm truly lucky to be part of this group. This one hurts. We wanted to bring it back to Canada. We came out short. But again, I'm truly proud of how we showed up today. We can talk about it for so long, but people did not believe in us, and we truly believe in ourselves in that dressing room with the coaching staff, with the organization, and that's what mattered at the end of the day. And today we did, and sadly we came out short, but that's sport. That's part of it. But I think we can hold our head high, because I'm truly proud of this group and be part of this.
One final question from remote.
Yeah, we got one from Garrett Barry from CTV. What do you guys both make of the 3-on-3 overtime format that we've had so far?
So you think a 3-on-3?
Sometimes you like it and sometimes you don't. Yeah, it is what it is. I think it's exciting for fans. I honestly, I think other people may have a stronger opinion of it. I like the fact that you're putting your skilled players on the ice and you're letting them do their thing. I think I'm good either way. Cool. Anything?
Thank you very much. Yeah. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
And we'll continue with Team USA shortly. we'll continue with the press conference of the gold medalist Team USA. We have the captain, Hilary Knight, and the golden goal scorer, Megan Keller. Please remember to keep your phones on silent, and a reminder to wait for the microphone and state your name and affiliation before asking a question.
John Worrell with the Associated Press. Congrats, Hillary. Congrats, Megan. Was it only a matter of time before you kind of showed up in this game?
Yeah.
And,
I mean, we played against an incredible hockey team, and so it was just a matter of sort of leaning on them slowly throughout the course of the game, and to be able to find the back of the net to give us life with under 3 minutes left. And then when Meg pulls her move, I knew we had it immediately. But yeah, I mean, this team's got so much resolve, never quit, always ready to fight and go to battle. And it's just a testament to the preparation of our group, the love that we have in that room, and yeah, the way that we just have to find a way to get the job done at the end of the night.
this is a follow-up for Megan. What did this team do to cement what it means to women's hockey? What did this team prove to itself today? And yeah.
I think just the belief that our group had. The past 4 years, it's been a journey together. Just so proud of this group. The way we battled, fought 60-plus minutes, and it was top to bottom. It was a full team effort, and everybody really loves one another. So, yeah, I'd say it's just a really special group to be a part of.
Megan, Sean Gregory from Time, congratulations. Is that a move that you've practiced since you were a kid? Do you do it in practice now? Like, where'd that come from?
I don't know. I don't know. Just saw the change happen. Had some space. Heisey made a great pass, and taking a chance trying to get to the net. But obviously we would not be in this position if our goaltender didn't play outstanding, and Aaron Frankel. We got a huge late goal by Hill. Again, top to bottom, this entire group, we stuck together the whole way. So, really proud to be a part of this group.
You've never done that before?
I mean, maybe in practice. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking or planned anything. Just trying to take what was given.
And just one more thing on the move. Sorry, Jocelyn Lamoureux in 2018 in her penalty shot had a name for what she did. I think it was called "Oops, I Did It Again" or something. Do you want to name what you just did? Do you have a name for it?
I don't think I have a name for it. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe
Megan Keller.
Maybe teammates will come up with something.
Hillary, do you have any suggestions?
Yeah. Well, we've got some creative minds in the room, so we'll get back to you.
Steve Wino, Associated Press. Hillary, this is your last Olympics. It's Layla Edwards' first Olympics. Just how poetic was it for you to tip her shot in, and just what do you remember from that play?
Yeah, going all the way back to the bench, I remember Robo drawing it up, and I was like, yeah, like this is our moment. Like, here we go. And great possession play on the half wall. Great patience and poise with the puck. And then as soon as it was going over to Layla, I was like, I better get in front of that net. She's going to rip that puck, and either I get a piece of it or it's going right in. So, no, Layla is just such a special person and means so much to this group. And I'm so excited that everybody got to see her unleash her talents on the world stage. And it's only fitting that there's more of that to come for her.
John, Mike Russo from The Athletic. You've been saying I remember sitting down with you in Edmonton that the goal of this Olympics was to solidify a legacy for Hillary to see, one, that you do it, but two, that apparently the play that you drew up is something that sends this game to overtime just in her last goal ever in the Olympics. How incredible is that?
Well, we need to pump the brakes on the play being drawn up. What we can say is that the players took some cues on where we wanted them spaced and they did all of that work though to get to that spot. I mean, getting Alex, I haven't seen the replay, but the way that I had it in my brain was that Janny got to her place, and she and Alex worked some magic to be able to, get the puck up to the top, and then we ran a double spread, which is something that the D do with a great deal of regularity in practice and to execution. And then Hillary did exactly what she does, is sees that lane, and she was one of the two individuals that need to be at the net front. But I mean, this it's pretty basic 6-on-5 stuff. I would say the credit goes to the players to digging the puck out and getting to the proper spots. It's nothing basic organization, and they take the blueprint. So there's no credit there. But to your astute assessment, I felt like it was a fair bullseye for us to be in, to just to hone in on, listen, how do you formulate this team, and what are some focuses? Deal with what create some motivation within the room. I'm talking about staff and how we build this team, and it has to go around your best players. And and best is an odd way to phrase it, but the key cogs, and so you start off with, where does Knight go and where does Carpenter go, and then how do you formulate around them, and how do you continuously have an attack that builds momentum and that you can rely on, and you need to be able to throw daggers from different spots. Has been my understanding of international hockey is in 7 games, not everyone's going to be great every game, but you need to somehow find ways to win each night. So how do we get the right players around that, and the most dangerous on any given night? A night like tonight, you're only going to get 10 scoring chances. Everybody in your arsenal better be a weapon of some kind, and so that's some of the methodology. Hopefully, I gave you enough to write with there.
Katie McInerney, Boston Globe. Hillary, when that goal went in, is it a feeling of relief, shock, gratefulness? Like, what is going through your head when that happens?
We're going to win the game. It's just that simple. Obviously we peppered their goaltender a lot, and picked up momentum throughout the game, but you never want to run out of time, especially with a great team. And so to find the back of the net, I was like, here we go. Like, this is ours. And I said it before, when Meg walked there, I knew the puck was going in the back of the net. And I think that's just, it's a special feeling. It's a rare feeling, but you get that feeling with this group.
Caroline had said that you had some things to say in the break between. Do you want to share what those were?
Oh my gosh, I don't even really remember what I said, to be honest. It was sort of organizing sort of the 3-on-3, understanding kind of, what the objective was there in possession game, but then also, who's going to be the hero? We need the hero, and the hero's in this room. And, I think it's just, there's so much love and support in our room that, all the glory, we just want somebody to have it, right? And somebody to step into that moment and take it. And Meg was our hero, or heroine, I should say.
And last thing from me, when you signed off from NBC, they asked, this is your last Olympics, and you said, we'll see. Are you just playing with them, or?
No, this is, I've said this is my last games, and I've had a heck of a week, personally. So it's been an incredible ride, and I have to soak this all in, because this room is just so special. This team is so special. This is the best U.S. hockey team I've ever been a part of, and that is just so tremendous.
Jared Diamond with the Wall Street Journal. Hi. Megan, when you receive that pass and you look up and you see one defender, the goalie, and a lot of ice in front of you, like, what's going through your head when that puck hits your stick?
Honestly, we talked about it going into overtime, playing not to lose and playing to win. And I think a lot of times, you get a little nervous trying to make a move. And, when Heisey made a great pass up to me and just saw one defender, I thought, why not? Let's take a chance here and try and get to the net. Really special moment. Again, we're not there without the entire team. So can't wait to celebrate with them.
Hey guys, back in the back. This is Becky Sullivan with NPR. Congratulations, obviously. Just a question for each of you. Megan, something Murph said after the game. She said this is, in her opinion, the best hockey team women's hockey has ever seen. I just wanted to get your, your assessment of that. And then for Hillary, if you just, obviously you just alluded to it, obviously a huge couple days for you personally. If you could just tell us a little bit about that, the engagement.
Yeah, it's the best team that I've been a part of. It's been an honor to represent this country with the group of girls that we have. I think from top to bottom, our veteran leadership, Hillary Knight, Kendall Coyne, Lisa Steckline, all the way down to the youth and the stars that got us here, KK Harvey, Murphy, Layla, I could name the entire team, Erin Frankel, Annette, Gwen, Ava, every single player is, to me, top tier, best in the world. And so to get the chance to play with them has been really special. And not only that, I think off of the ice, the bond that we've created as a group, we're really a family. And I think that showed tonight. And so makes it all the more special to go into this battle and, come out Olympic champions with them.
My week personally, riding this amazing Olympic wave with people I love, both obviously on our team and Brittany, and supporting her and cheering her on. And I think I was more nervous for the proposal than I was for the gold medal game, to be honest, and my legs felt like Jell-O, and so I was kind of carrying that for the whole tournament. I was like, I just need to get this over with, and I looked at the calendar, and I was like, well, once we win this game, we're not going to have much time because we're going to be, talking to you all and celebrating with the girls and getting pulled in different directions, and I really want to be with this group as much as possible and soak it all in. And so, yeah, I just, call me crazy, but doing it before a gold medal game, it just seemed fitting for us. And, we found, just through the Olympics one another, and it was just really special. And to cap it all off with a gold medal is awesome, and I can't wait to cheer her on for 1,500 tomorrow.
Sarah Spain, good game with Sarah Spain. Robo, I wanted to ask you, the one downfall to being as dominant as you were through the rivalry series and these Olympics is that your players had not faced adversity or that come from behind moment. When you're in the locker room ahead of the third and then again ahead of overtime, what's your mindset of the message that you need to give them in a situation you haven't been in a while? Right, and
there have been numerous conversations about what adversity looks like, and they've all seen it. They've all been tested that way. But this is a very interesting topic, and one that probably deserves a lot more analysis. It's a stern reminder of what they deserved. I felt like, you alluded to the rivalry series and their training, and I think one of the biggest storylines that, unfortunately for the folks in this room, won't understand is the noise, the effort, the demand that these women and their teammates brought back in August, 200 days ago in Lake Placid when we opened camp. The intensity level was like something I've never seen. It was absolutely incredible. And we as a staff had to adjust almost all the plans that we had because of the energy that they were bringing. So if we had 40 minutes planned, they were demanding an hour and a half. And it wasn't through Hillary saying we need an hour and a half. It was just their actions. Video sessions, you could tell that they wanted more. It was like Neo in the Matrix. You remember that one? They were just dialed, and they wanted more information and more motivation. And we can do another angling drill. They were, and then you're like, okay, well, how's it going to be when we get to the next leg of training and the next leg in training? And they never wavered. You'd be in 40-minute meetings and you still see players dialed, and you just kept feeding it. Today's game, I think, was a reflection of that. I think that it's an individual, snapshot for everybody that hasn't seen a game this year. This is what they see. And I believe in the process of everything and how their demand and their effort and their detail from 200 days ago and beyond with a really strong contingent of our leaders too. That's, I think, what pushed us to victory today.
Hi, Chris. Ellis, reporting for Seattle Times. Questions for Hillary. Just a little bit more about like the emotions with your engagement. You mentioned just being so nervous about that, but once you got the yes, just how did the emotions change, like preparing for today's game, or is that just like business as usual once you get that yes and you get ready for today?
I kind of wanted to do that and then set my mind and intention for hockey prep. And so just with like scheduling and Brit's schedule, it just made sense to do it that morning. And I was a little naive to just like throw the video up on social and put my phone away for practice.
She didn't tell any of us, by the way.
You didn't tell any of them either?
I told, I know. So I come back after video and everyone's, playing Bruno Mars and,
Marry You or something.
Yeah, and I was like, all right. But I thought I could skate on by. I don't know. I think I don't know what I was thinking. Probably my legs were still jello. So, but it just, to be able to celebrate these different milestones with this group is incredible. Obviously didn't want to put more pressure on us leading into, when we were navigating this tournament of saying we're the best hockey team in the world. I truly felt that at every single step. And it's just a testament to our preparation and the togetherness and the love and the family environment that we've created in that room, that we're willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done and do it for one another.
Hi, Alex Hazzy, also with Good Game with Sarah Spain. Hillary, I'm curious about, in terms of the setup for this game, it felt like the first time in a long time that there was a really clear gold medal favorite and Canada being the underdog. And as you were going through those rivalry series games and the group play game, was there any worry at all of this feels too easy, or Canada's really going to be looking for revenge come gold medal time?
No, they're a great team, and you just knew that they were going to give it their all. It comes down to one game at the end of the tournament between us, and it was just a matter of leaning on them. We know what we've got in our room and felt really strongly about that, and continuing to motivate and cheer one another on in moments, and just lock it in throughout the game was really important.
Last question. Yep.
Catherine Levesque from Post Media from Canada. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I wanted you to reflect, Hillary, on this great rivalry you've had with Marie-Philippe Poulin for the last 5 Olympics now. What does that mean that this is coming to an end?
Yeah, sad for you all. No, it's, I think her and I have sort of carried the sport for a number of years at the international level and continue to promote visibility. And I'm so ecstatic for where the sport is right now. She's a tremendous human being, an amazing player, generational player, and only one person can win at the end of the day, and that's sort of just sport. But I have the utmost respect for her, and just being on different sides of the coin and understanding what one another kind of has to go through to be on this stage and continue to perform at a high level for so long is just truly incredible. So utmost respect for her, and I think you saw that, going through the handshake line of just embracing and understanding, we have so many things in common. The only difference is we're on the other sides of these teams and some legendary performances, and I'll miss it. Perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your speakers. And thank you. Thank you for attending the press conference. Please end the live stream now.